What are we doing today?
I don't know yet.
Let me say at home.
All right, we are live on Facebook. We're getting to be live on Instagram. All right, so we are live on Instagram. So you say go to settings.
Do you have that fired up? Do you have your headphones connected?
I do.
Okay.
Let me just make sure. If you are on Facebook with us, we're getting going here in a little bit. We're going to have an athlete jump in with us on Instagram Live. Give us 2 seconds while we figure that out.
Look at this, the home gym even getting better. Little audio setup.
Yeah. All right, so that's all it's saying. So you want to text Sean maybe and say like, hey, just jump in?
Excuse me, dog, I'm trying to find.
Or would it be on here? Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'll text him right now.
There we go.
On our Instagram Live and.
All right, so how, now do I send like a message or go live with? Oh, so as soon as Sean gets on it. There we go.
Okay.
Wave, wave. Oh, we got it. Okay.
Morning, y'all. Working through some of this technology.
All right. Waiting for Sean.
Do I have to do anything to turn this on? Or is this already on?
I hear him now, I think. Sean, are you there? Yeah, do you hear him in that one? You hear him?
Just turn it on.
All right. Sean, I can hear you. So you see our setup in the living room? Can you see us in the living room? Okay, perfect. So you're just basically going to follow along with us as we go. If you got questions, we can hear you in our earphones. You should be able to hear us through your screen. And we should be good to go. Let me move the spin bike back. And all right, we are good to go. We're gonna leave the dog out here until the first water break. All right, so make sure you have 4 towels or 4 things that can just mark off, like you know, like our hurdles at the gym. So you just need like four things like that, and we'll be good to go with that. All right.
For everybody who's just joining us, who's not on our T3 Instagram Live, we are live here, of course, James and CT at home, like usual, but we've got Sean Conroy, T3 athlete, future Akron Zip. He's on here with us on T3's live feed. So if you guys want to head that way, you guys and girls want to head that way and see our T3 feed, you'll be able to see both James and I, as well as Sean, working with us here. So if you hear us talking to somebody, that's who we're talking to, and everybody at home, of course. But today, specifically, we got Sean up there. He's going to be working with us from his house.
Yep, in North Olmsted. So Sean graduated from North Olmsted High School, took kind of a gap year to rehab his knee that he busted up in high school, and then now he's on his way to Akron. So really good story. He's healthier, stronger, bigger, faster than ever, and he's ready to play some football in this fall. And Sean's one of those guys that like you don't have to say much at all to, and you know he's going to be doing the right things. You know, in this quarantine, he's the type of guy that kind of thrives in this situation. He's going to be out working a lot of guys on that roster right now. So first thing we're going to do, get after it. We're just going to do a light high knees in place for about 10 seconds. So just get those knees up, get those toes up, staying light on the feet, not a lot of ground contact, being quick in 3, 2, 1, and good. Cross behind lunge, working your way into it. We're going 5 each way into 5 body weight squats. You know, counting is not one of my fortes, so I think this is 5 and 5, and now we're going to do 5 body weight squats. Oh yeah, we're sore. And all the way down. Oh man. How are the legs feeling, Sean? Good. All right, we're gonna hold that 5th one in the bottom. We're gonna hold here for about 20 seconds. And good. All right, so we're gonna go back up into a dynamic one. So high knee butt kick combo. So as we do this, try to drive that heel into our butt versus a high knee out here. About 5 more seconds. You take a rest. Hey, good. Now lateral lunges. We're gonna go 5 each way.
Hey, I'm trying to get some work done.
That's 5. We're gonna go 5 the other way. And again, on Facebook, if it sounds like we're talking to somebody other than you out there, it's because we're with Sean Conroy. He's on our live on Instagram with us. We're gonna do 5 more bodyweight squats and then a squat hold again. Oh, that feels better. Holding this last one at the bottom. I hear in other countries they eat dinner like this. They squat.
Yeah. Seen it before.
All right, we're gonna roll this one back onto the ground. And if you have to pop out of camera for a second, Sean, that's okay. You can just get these dynamics going down here on the floor.
Again, we've got T3 athlete, future Akron Zip, Sean Conroy, on with us.
You got Bell,
Split screen workout
T3 athlete
on T3 Performance's Instagram page. That's who we're talking to.
So about 10 supine leg kicks each leg. We call these supine leg kicks because we're on our back. After that, we go into 5 hip circles each way. One of my favorite hip stretches. And then my favorite lower back stretch, we're gonna have both legs in the air. Me and CT are gonna have to coordinate this so we don't hit each other. We're gonna bring our legs down to the right and look to the left. Going down, looking to the left. Looking the opposite way your legs go. We'll go 5 each way. All right, so after that one, we're gonna flip over. We'll spread out a little bit more. We got scorpions. We'll go 5 each way. Each of the opposite heel to the opposite hand. Again, these are my top 2 low back stretches. Scorpions and the leg over.
We'll be on a test later. Little James' favorite lower back stretches.
And then we're gonna go right into a pigeon, which is everybody's favorite hip stretch. We're gonna do about 20 seconds a side. After this, you're gonna need about maybe five feet. We can measure it out if we need to. I'm about 6'2", so you just have to subtract a couple inches for however long tall I am. All right, and groiners. There we go, groiners. We got about 5 each way. Do that on your own. Just step into the position.
Spent about an hour foam rolling, working on some recovery stuff yesterday because I had the time.
Yeah.
Just feel a lot better this morning. Connect half.
All right, so after those groiners, we'll stand it up. And in the space you have, we're gonna do some dynamics. So me and CT are gonna be going from where I'm standing to the TV and back. So that's about 5 feet. So we'll go down and back, and then we'll just kind of follow each other. So I'll go, you go, I'll go back, you go back. So the first one, we're gonna come back to these later because these are kind of tough. And it takes a while to get these. Sean, you can attest to kind of how long it took you to learn this one, but it's our right leg only skip. So we go right leg down, and then CT's gonna come through. He's gonna go right leg. We're gonna hit each leg twice. So as I'm hitting this, I want to make sure that I bring my foot up, all right, in a position where I'm not pointing my toe to the ground. We call that dorsiflexion. We don't want to feel for the ground. We want to hit and get off the ground. So now let's switch to that left leg. And if this is tough, that's the goal. We're going to try and work on this today. So at home, if you're struggling with these single leg skips, we're going to revisit it, and we're going to try and train you how to do that today. So one more on the left leg. All right, now we're gonna go back to our high knees and our high knee butt kick combo. Start with the high knees. We're getting those knees up, toes up. Yeah, if she gets kicked, it's fine. And one more time with high knees. Again, trying to stay tucked, get your reps. Keep your chest up. Tiny butt kick combo. Getting those toes up. This is a hard one for getting dorsiflexion. But we can definitely get there. Here, last one. Alright. CT finish it up. Alright, so real quick. Grab some water, make sure you have 4 things. We use towels all the time. Make sure you have 4 things that you can set up as hurdles. All right, quick sip of water. We'll be right back.
There you go. Oh yeah, you know, follow him. If you're watching us on Facebook and just joining us, we talked about it a little bit. We've got T3 athlete Sean Conroy on with us today. Okay. Maybe I'll scream louder. I'm not sure. But he's with us here, live from his house. We're live at the house here. First time we are going with one of our athletes. Nothing? Maybe. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. But if you want to know who we're talking to, you can check out the T3 Performance Live that we have on Instagram. You'll see Sean. Might not be able to hear me. I might just be talking to a couple screens. Alright, but go there if you need to hear him, need to see him.
Alright, first thing we're going to do, we got 60 seconds on the clock, and we're going to max rep our push-ups. I know this isn't speed related, but we kind of like to keep you guessing, and I really want to know how many push-ups Sean can do in 60 seconds. I would put money on it being more than I can. So, let me get the stopwatch set. Sean, you can hear me when I say go, you'll go. There we go. All right, you ready? Give me a thumbs up.
Oh.
I think you're about to call my father.
Yeah, right.
All right, are we back? All right, somebody just tapped into Siri. All right, so 60 seconds on the clock. Hey, at home, don't cheat yourself. Be honest. If you ain't getting that many push-ups, Sean's already started. All right.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, this guy. Ready, and go.
There we go.
Good. 15 seconds. 10 seconds.
All right.
3, 2, and time. All right, how much you get? 59 CT?
61.
Ooh, 61. Good, I had 52. So, all right,
Always been
again.
the chest guy though, James, you know?
What? I'm not the chest
Always
guy.
been a big bench guy.
I'm not the chest guy. He's the bench
Big
guy.
chest guy, thank you, Sean.
CT's the chest guy. So, anyway, I like mixing it up. You know, I know we talk about acceleration, and that's important, but also not knowing kind of what you're gonna have to do at any moment. 60-second max out, my chest is definitely feeling it. So let's get those hurdles set up. I need 4 right here. All right, and we talked about learning how to do that single leg skip today. That's the main goal. So with this, we're gonna start with a low touch. So just picking that knee up a little bit, and it's just gonna be a low touch. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna go through with my right leg. CT, you're gonna go through with your right leg, and I'm just gonna loop around. We'll do 3 each one. So it'll be nice and low. Sean, you're all set over there, so we're just light, 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 light. So this is getting us used to using one leg at a time. This is more of a body awareness drill. All right, so let's go through it. All right,
Sean,
we're gonna go 3 each side. Yeah, Sean, you go. When CT goes, you rest when I'm working.
Right here.
Here we go. And go.
Should we only get 4? Should we only get 1 at each?
Should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So just nice and simple. Again, working in patterns before we try and add speed and power. So when I say pattern, I mean knee drive up, toe up, dorsiflexion. So we'll go 3 on each side. Try and find a rhythm to it. Use your arms. Once you get good, pull your eyes up. 3 right here. And again, finding what that off leg does. That off leg should swing like a pendulum. You can see CT does that well. Do you use the first one on the left leg?
No, that's it.
So on the left leg now. Dude, you might have a hard time communicating one leg over the other. Left leg. And again, this isn't so intense, so we can run through kind of quick. Make sure our heart rate stays up. Okay, that's 2. All right, last one on this left side. All right, so now I'm gonna have CT and Sean go first. You guys, since you guys can both hear me, when I say hit, all right, we're gonna do 1 knee at a time. So you're gonna stand like that. All right, and every time I say hit, you're gonna be running in place like this. Hit, and we just get 1 leg up. Hit, we just get the right leg only up. And again, this is about body control. Quick now. All right, we're getting that knee up. Not moving, you're just static.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's face one way or the other so we can kind of see what your knees and toes are doing. All right, so marching in place, moving in place, whatever you want to call it. Just bouncing. When I say hit, right knee up. Ready, hit. 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 And good. All right, so we'll switch. I'll go up, Sean, you rest.
Here you go, next athlete, go ahead, get moving, ready. Hit. 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 Yeah, relax. Coaches who are out there doing it, if you're doing drills like this with your athletes, try not to get so rhythmic that they can just guess when you're gonna give the next cue. Right, we see that a lot when teams get into training camps and they start practicing for a long time. The coaches will get real rhythmic, so then athletes will be able to know when to move without having to react, right? We're always trying to add that little bit of reaction to make it a little tougher on the athlete.
We gotta be able to think. We gotta be able to think a little bit, especially now. Ready?
Other leg, send leg.
Other leg, other leg. And hit. 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 And good.
Ready, and go. Hit. 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 And relax.
All right, so that's a good drill to kind of merge what we just did and what we're about to do. So now, we want to make these look crispy. All right, we're going back through our hurdles. right leg only. We're gonna go 3 times, but now I do want that knee up to hip height. I do want us to hit the ground a little bit harder. Make sure, all right, our ankles are like diving boards. All right, they're stiff but springing. Okay, so make sure we're hitting that ground, getting off that ground. So we're gonna go through. Again, I'll go first. Sean, you go with CT. We're just gonna go 3 times each side.
Anyway, go ahead, Sean.
A little more intentional here. Last one. Good, moving over to that left leg. Sound effects encouraged. Another interesting fact about Sean is Sean is actually a T3 intern. So he's getting his internship hours right now. Yeah, well, we'll help you out. More than welcome to hop in anytime. Is that 3? 3. All right, so now we talk about acceleration mechanics. This is more of an acceleration drill. All right, so if I'm training myself to get my knee up, and it's got to go back. All right, so now, all right, we're going to take that step. All right, we're going to kind of shift the room a little bit, and we're going to go back to our punch back steps. All right, but we're only going to do one leg at a time. So I'll go first. I'll kind of go down this bike lane right here. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to have that right knee up. Now I'm going to do 1 up, 1 back. So it's going to kind of look like 1 up, 1 back. All right, I'm going to reset somewhere. I want to get probably 3 of these in before I'm done with the room length. So it's 1 up, 1 back. All right, and again, big, I'm going to show you sideways. So it's 1 up and then 1 back. Now watch as my other one goes back. That left knee is going to pop up. That's what's important here. Up, back. And you can see that second step. So it's up, back. I know it's kind of hard to see. We're wearing these black pants and we got this black couch in the background. It's not well planned. But CT, you are up. I just did my rep. Sean, you are up. All right, we're going to go 3 each side. 3 each side. We might spend a lot of time here. This is a tough drill. Good. 1 up, 1 back.
One back.
The power core is a little. 1 up, 1 back. We have 1 up, 1 back. And again, it's about that opposite leg knee drive. Tunes back. There we go. Good. All right, last time on my right leg. Up.
Can you get over there, Sean?
Oh,
Good?
Sean, I think this might be a new one. I don't know if we've done this combo. We've done all the other stuff, I think. And again, we're just making sure that as I drive back, that opposite knee can swing up on the second hit. So it is going to be on the left side now. Up, back punch. Up, back punch.
What can we do, Coach, as a regression if this is tough?
We can just do the single punch.
Write it down.
We can just do the single punch where it would just be up, punch.
What are you saying here?
Yeah, just that. You want to show that sideways?
So we're taking this first one out and the transition out. So we're just going straight up, straight back.
And this is if you need a regression if the skip is a little tough.
For everybody at home who has trouble with this kind of stuff, again, we see a lot of people with the issue of getting into a good rhythm and staying in good positions here as we do all this single leg work. So if we need to take out this first drive and just work on getting in that acceleration position, we can do that too, right? Little regression down. So we'd be here, up, back. Do one more that way. Back. Get us forward. Building on all these till we get comfortable with them.
All right, so now we're going to do the same thing one more time each side. All right, then we're going to finish up with a little core at the end. All right, so again, one more time each side. We go up, back. Here, up, back. Good. Up, back.
Left leg here.
Up, back. Good. Up, back. Back. Good. I'm gonna show one more series going sideways. Good. Up. Good. It's always that second step out of the acceleration. I think we see it a lot. Like we've seen athletes that are like, oh my God, that guy's so quick, and then he just freezes and there's like no movement after that first initial twist or step.
Right.
All right, this is that second step that actually helps you accelerate more than that first step. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. 1, 2.
One more here.
One more on the left side. Good. 1, 2, back. Yeah. 1, 2, back. Good. 1, 2, back. All right. So, take this. If these were drills that were tough for you at home, we post this live, or after the live, we post it. Go back, scroll through some of the drills that you had a hard time on, and practice those again. All right, we talk about acceleration mechanics. All of these drills that we worked on are super important with those fundamental steps. We usually see separation in first 3 steps out of athletes who are able to accelerate and are not able to accelerate. So we're gonna get into some core work now. All right, we're gonna have 3 exercises we're gonna rotate through.
I'm gonna say one more thing about those skips, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So, I've been in the position of being an athlete, right? And then I've been on the other side in the position as being a coach, okay? And what I hear a lot of times from athletes now that we're working with a lot of them, and especially at the college level, they think all this single leg stuff, all the single leg skips, A skips, B skips, all that kind of stuff, all this stuff we were doing there, they feel like they look stupid when they do it, right? So they don't want to do it. And then some people say, well, I'm fast already, right? Why do I need to do that stuff? So as an athlete, I know when I would go out into these workouts, when I would be put up against, let's say, 20 other guys who were all trying to find the same position, work for the same position that I was going to, right? You could tell right away just by how an athlete warmed up if they were going to be good or not, if they were going to be athletic or not. Now as a coach, I see that if I'm comparing 2 athletes, right? And one athlete moves really well through these skip progressions and these jumps and these landings and these bounds and everything you do through a warm-up, right? He or she will get the advantage over whoever that next athlete is who goes out there and can't move through good positions, who can only do jumping jacks and bodyweight squats and lunges, right? So we're fast, but we feel uncomfortable doing all this stuff. We need to really drill this stuff down, because when you're presented in front of coaches, the more athletic you look, the more that they will just subconsciously put you up on their depth chart. So there's something to think about, right? If you're not comfortable going through those positions, make sure you get comfortable, because you want to be the one who stands out in the warm-up before everybody comes together and starts doing their individual work. Just something that I've seen doing it over the last 12 years or so, right? Something to think about.
Absolutely. A coach can learn. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Super, see it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, definitely, Sean. And I think that's why we're out here doing it with you. We've been doing these to almost prove a point. Like, I don't gotta run any routes in the fall. CT.
Right. Hey.
You never know. You never know with this guy.
Never
know with this guy. I ain't saying anything about that. But I don't have to be ready for anything. All right. But to show that the athletes that there is something forward, to look forward to. And I don't have any excuses. I know I got a nice space down here, but I'm not playing flag football or training for indoor league softball or whatever it is. So all right, let's get to this core work here.
All Sean was saying, if you didn't hear, was, even in a small amount of space, we can get a lot of work, right? What we've been preaching over the last couple weeks, right? Because he's going to Akron, he's going to be playing the next opportunity they get to play. He's going to be playing big-time Division I football, right? And he's not using the excuses that he doesn't have a gym to go to, right, or he doesn't have a lot of space in his apartment, or the floor at his apartment or house is too loud, right? None of those excuses. He's just getting down and he's getting to work.
Yeah. All right, so we got cockroaches, side planks, and mountain climbers. All right, the cockroaches, we're going to go 3 each side. All right, so a full turn to the right, a full turn to the left, that'd be 1. We have 3 of those.
Oh.
All right, our Copenhagen side planks we'll do on a couch. You can do it on your bed. We'll go for 20 seconds a side. Don't come down to the switch. And then mountain climbers, we're going for 30 seconds. All right, so let's get to work. Cockroaches. We got an infestation.
Doing them all together here.
Yeah, and we'll do this all together. So, as you know, this is one of my least favorite exercises.
I have gotten much better in them. Just over a couple weeks of practicing. If you're just now tuning in, right, we say this all the time, if you're just now tuning in and see us rolling around on the ground, go ahead and give this a shot. We're into our core work. Cockroaches, these are some of James' favorite core exercises here. And they'll light you up.
All right, you can hop on that. All right, we got side planks. So we want, this is the regression here, side plank. All right, but if we can, we're gonna put 1 foot elevated. All right, we're gonna get that knee up on the inside. Oh yeah. All right, 20 seconds. And up. This is like a very humbling exercise. No matter how strong you think you are, these Copenhagen side planks are tough unless your name's Jordan Kraus.
Ooh!
Big shout out to Jordan Kraus. Got hired, brought on by Eric Cressy, the top strength coach in baseball, in my opinion, as a pitching coach and strength coach out there. Switch. We'll have to get Jordan on one of these.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Call it pitchers or athletes too.
Do a lot of short rehab work.
3, 2, 1. All right, and mountain climbers. So as we do these mountain climbers, focus on staying tucked. Don't let that hip sink. All right, let's be quick, but don't be in a hurry. 3, 2, 1, go.
How long are we going for, Coach?
30. Ten. Halfway.
He said, you're tearing me apart, Lisa. From an old cult classic called The Room. Great film.
5 seconds. And good. So again, with those mountain climbers, the core is the focus, not the cardio. All right, right back to cockroaches. Hey, we'll do one more round. We're going a little over, so we're going to do one more round, then we're going to let you go. We know Sean's got a class at 10. He's still attending school and getting good grades, no doubt. I never have to ask Sean, hey man, how are your grades? We kind of already know that they're going to be good. All right, 5 each way this time, 5 each way. Upping it from 3 to 5. I wonder if you just would spin in one direction the whole time.
Well, I just did it twice in one direction. Oh no, I'm busy. Ooh, it's spine.
Hey, you doing nothing, man.
How are they going over there, Sean? Way harder, thank you. People watching on Facebook. Sean said they're way harder than me. Like,
People won't believe me when I say these are the toughest things.
you watching at home? Give them a shot.
Alright, side planks. Copenhagen side planks.
I didn't make it through 5.
There we go. And go. You got a friend in me. Sean, I don't know if you can hear the music, but yeah, we've been rocking the Big Booty Mix 1 through 20 for the last 18 days here at quarantine. And switch sides.
I've never watched the video until recently.
Toy Story?
No, the YouTube video that we played from.
Were you deprived as a child?
Oh, no. Great childhood. Yeah. Thanks, Mom and Dad, sister,
Good.
brothers.
What was you gonna say?
No, great childhood, but they've got mixes of the videos as well. Which
That was nice. All right, 30 seconds. Ready? And go. I was gonna say, your parents drive like, what, all over the country,
Yeah.
but they won't let you watch Toy Story?
Toy Story, no.
You know, I wasn't allowed to watch Austin Powers.
I understand that. Yeah, The Simpsons
That was the
big
first
one.
time I got grounded, because I watched Austin Powers in a friend's house and I wasn't supposed to. 10 seconds here.
Ours was
That was the fifth grade.
Simpsons. We like The Simpsons around here. Taylor House.
And time. Whew. Good. All right, Sean. Thanks for hopping in. Isn't it surprising? That's what we want to hear, man. That's why we invited you on. We knew you were going to get after it, and you know, it's more about what you put into it than what your surroundings are. So, thanks for getting after it with us. We'll have to have you back sometime. So, absolutely, man.
Good work, Sean.
Good work, Sean.
Thank you, everybody. 10 o'clock athlete strength class coming up after this. T3 Performance Live on Facebook and Instagram. We're back Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Continue to stay positive, practice some gratitude. We'll see y'all soon.
Heyo. Corey. What's up, Corey? Haven't seen you in a while.
How you been doing, Mudge?
I bet his arms are still huge. Corey was always jacked.